Hello everyone, and welcome to my British Royal Family official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The 19-year-old drove her pony around the field. Woman Louise Windsor was seen partaking in the last leg of her mid-year break prior to getting back to the college for the beginning of her second year, not long from now. The oldest offspring of the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh took part in the Windsor carriage driving occasion on Saturday. The 19-year-old, who concentrates on English at the College of St Andrews in Scotland, was envisioned in the driving seat as she drove her pony around the field. Clad keenly in a long din coat with a white busted shirt under, she wore a riding cap and glasses. The Duke of Edinburgh's little girl, Woman Louise, is a cultivated carriage driver and contended at the Regal Windsor Pony Show in May, continuing in the strides of her granddad. The youngster acquired her late granddad's driving horses and carriage after ruler Philip's demise in April 2021. In 2019, the late Duke was envisioned gladly watching his granddaughter contend in the confidential driving singles carriage drive during the Imperial Windsor Pony Show, where she accomplished third spot. Sovereign Philip played polo until 1971, when he found carriage driving and was attributed with carrying the game to the UK. He addressed England in 3 European titles and 6 big showdowns. In her very first television interview in September 2021, Woman Louise talked about her adoration for the game. Talking on BBC One's narrative, Ruler Philip, the illustrious family recalls that, she said, "The Duke of Edinburgh has been so engaged with my driving, which has been beautiful, however marginally unnerving on the grounds that he designed the game basically, yet it's mind-boggling to have advanced direct from him, and most certainly made us closer, I think." After a rivalry, he would constantly ask how he went. His eyes would illuminate in light of the fact that he would get so energized when he discusses it. In a meeting in May 2020, Sophie said of her little girl Woman Louise's carriage driving abilities, "She is normally so great at it, she truly is. It's something that she has taken to well indeed." The youngest granddaughter of the late Queen is currently enrolled in school at the University of St Andrews in Scotland, where her cousin Prince William attended college. It is possible that she will return to student housing in the coming weeks. September 8 will see 1 year since the passing of Sovereign Elizabeth at 96 years old, with the imperial family set to remember the event in their own specific manner. On September 8, 2022, Queen Elizabeth II, the nation's longest reigning monarch who wore the crown for an extraordinary 70 years, passed away while on vacation at her beloved Balmoral. She was 96. Friday marks 1 year since her passing, yet in addition 1 year since Lord Charles rose to the high position, making it an especially close-to-home day for His Highness. The King has so far followed many of his mother's customs, such as spending weeks at Balmoral in the Scottish Highlands in the late summer and early autumn. This means that on the anniversary of Queen Elizabeth's death, the King and Queen Camilla will be at the castle where she died. However, it is unlikely that they will hold a public ceremony to mark the occasion. Express exceptional flag. How Ruler Charles will stamp 1 year commemoration of Sovereign Elizabeth's passing. September 8 will see 1 year since the passing of Sovereign Elizabeth at 96 years old, with the regal family set to celebrate the event in their own particular manner. Ruler Charles at the memorial service for Sovereign Elizabeth. Picture, Getty. Sovereign Elizabeth II, the nation's longest supreme ruler who wore the crown for an uncommon 70 years, died in her platinum celebration year on September 8, 2022, while holidaying at her adored Balmoral. She was 96. Friday marks 1 year since her passing, yet in addition 1 year since Lord Charles rose to the high position, making it an especially close-to-home day for His Highness. The King has so far followed many of his mother's customs, such as spending weeks at Balmoral in the Scottish Highlands in the late summer and early autumn. This means that on the anniversary of Queen Elizabeth's death, the King and Queen Camilla will be at the castle where she died. However, it is unlikely that they will hold a public ceremony to mark the occasion. HereExpress.co.uk investigates how ruler Charles will honour this generally significant of commemorations for himself and the government. On the actual day, Buckingham royal residents have affirmed the Lord and sovereign partner will check the event unobtrusively and secretly, as they spend the principal a long time in September at Balmoral. The Queen's home in Scotland was one of her absolute favourites, and the company still chooses it as the best place to spend a peaceful vacation in beautiful surroundings. While at Balmoral, Charles and Camilla like to remain at Berkhall, their confidential home on the domain, where they appreciate tending the nurseries and making the rounds in nature. Elizabeth would spend the anniversary of her father's death each year at Sandringham, where he died, in privacy and quiet contemplation. It is possible that they will hold a private ceremony in her honour. Previous BBC Imperial journalist Jenny Bond told All Right magazine that the Lord is probably going to find extraordinary comfort in reflecting his mom's way to deal with anguish and recognition. She said, "I think the Lord has shown that he needs to copy his mom in numerous ways, and that incorporates her custom of denoting the commemoration of ruler George VI's demise away from the public look. She always went to Sandringham alone during the day." Charles honoured the late sovereign at the hour of her passing. She was, he said, a motivation and guide to the entire family. Therefore, he has already articulated his point, and now he will follow her lead and observe the anniversary in peace on the Balmoral estate. He finds incredible comfort strolling among the slopes of Scotland, and that is presumably the very thing he'll do. The way that he has requested that William and Catherine lead a public recognition says a lot about the amount he trusts and depends on them to help him in all that he currently needs to do. The Sovereign and Princess of Ridges will be in St David's on the day, driving public recognitions at the church building, as sources let the Mirror know that William will honour his grandma's life and heritage, as well as planning ahead, but he won't straightforwardly address the Basilica's gathering. A source said, "It will be a personal day for all the imperial family, as well as many individuals across England, perceiving this date. However, for some, it will simply be another day, and life will continue." Reports have recommended Meghan Markle has plans to get back to virtual entertainment sooner rather than later. Meghan Markle could prevail upon people in general in her most recent profession move, which will see her revisitation of Instagram, as per a specialist. She is said to be more relatable because of the move than Princess Kate, who can only post on social media through the accounts she shares with Prince William. Last week, the Duchess of Sussex's team confirmed that she will relaunch on social media and advised viewers to expect an announcement very soon. It comes at a time when Meghan is making a name for herself in a new field, with some reports suggesting that she might even return to acting. Following her commitment to ruler Harry, Meghan had to erase her virtual entertainment records and step down from her part in hit lawful show Suits. Yet, in the wake of venturing down from their jobs in 2020, the couple have had the option to seek after various profession ways. Addressing OK, illustrious master Tessa Dunlop said, "Meghan will show up more appealing than Kate." She said, "With Kate's web-based entertainment presence, we're given extremely arranged looks into her ideal, nearly unrealistic family. With Meghan, and again, we know that she's experienced incredible hardship and she's been taking as much time as is needed with her relaunch, and I believe that is crucial. In the event that this Instagram account channels all that she genuinely is, it'll be an enormous achievement. She's American and top-of-the-line beige. All she's ladies, she doesn't feel excessively distant or distant from a typical lady. What might we rather? That she remained a malingerer in the illustrious foundation while taking the Sovereign Award and whining about her emotional wellness, or that she was out there covering her expenses and making her own particular manner once more, as she generally did some time before Harry was on the scene? This time around, Meghan will do things completely on her conditions. Meghan has made a number of attempts to regain the support of the public, which is often critical of her and her husband Harry, since they officially stepped down from their roles as monarchs in 2020 and deleted their joint Instagram account @SussexRoyal. Marking specialists are now putting down wagers on how much the mom of two could procure as well, upwards of $1 million per post. Clearly, in the event that she continues in the strides of individual superstars. I love the reality she's away for a one-name Instagram handle, similar to Madonna and Beyoncé, says Tessa. Meghan has done that to convey the following: "This is the means by which enormous I am." She is well and genuinely leaving her imprint again. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.